Hi everybody and welcome to Subnautica. Now we are dedicating this season to Gaza 9422 who bought us the game, and we did make a season before this, but unfortunately because I uploaded it all in the wrong place and stuff like that, I totally messed it up. So we're going to go back and redo a couple of episodes, and we're going to get on with it. We've learnt a little bit about this. Let's see what we've got in our fabricator. And we've got a welder. Wow, that's actually fantastic. We've got a battery, we've got a wiring kit, and we've got some copper ore. Now, as I understand it, these are random, and the welder is really difficult to get hold of. Well, we've got blueprints, we've got all of this to build a base, and we'll show you how to do all of that. And all of these self-charging now. Now the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be getting our welder. I'm not sure how we do this. Okay, so that stops the smoke. So it's not smoking, so that's that done. I'm just going to check my Twitter. Okay, and not sure what we got. If there's anything else. Now I do know a little bit about these and stuff like that, but because we do know a little bit more, it's going to spoil.
Scanning the Aurora. Zero life signs detected. Lethal radiation levels detected. The main drive core has malfunctioned. The primary dark matter containment field has dropped to 36% amplitude. Continuing to monitor.
So what that is that this ship over here, which we were going to go and investigate, is what we crash landed in. And you know, we just need to start picking things up, and I think we can safely say that we learned from our mistakes. And there's quite a lot that you can do when you go around, when you first go around. But the difficulty I find in this is catching fish.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Now, the first thing that I make, which I personally find the best thing to do is an oxygen tank, and we need glass, and for glass we need, I think, crystal, and crystal is quite easy to find, especially at night. So we're actually going to go out and see if we can find some, because that will just give us a little bit more terrain, be able to go and look at more terrain. Now these are mammoth bits, and I don't know what that is. What's this? That looks a very strange creature there.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
because obviously all you're doing at the moment is you're just swimming around with a snorkel. titanium. Not really interested in it at the moment. I'm looking for the crystals.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Now it is totally random with what you get when you start, so do be aware of that. And crystal is so much easier to find at night. And this time our terrain is kind of a little bit different than what we had last time. I'm sure it's generated different. I'm absolutely sure that it has. But you know what? This is a great game, and we're just going to try and catch some fish like that. Now that they are kind of tricky to catch, and I'm glad I just got one straight off. Because fish being fish.
Emergency. Caution. Readings from the Aurora suggest erratic fluctuations in the primary dark matter containment field. A breach of the main drive chamber may cause a cascading quantum flux detonation.
Yeah, it's not going to possibly cause a detonation. It is going to cause a detonation. And good evening to you, Butterlord, and welcome to the channel.
New creature discovered.
Now, a couple of things that I noticed with this game was that when you find new creatures and you restart the game after you've saved it and you load it, is that it discovers them again. And I don't know why it does that. And ooh, mobile vehicle bay. And yeah, it's kind of it gets kind of confusing for that way. And thank you for following, Butterlord, much appreciated. And yeah, so it's just kind of interesting to see how things go here. Now I've also learned that doing certain things at certain times in the game are better, like looking for crystal at night, getting food, always trying to get food if you go out, because there you go, look, we already found crystal because it's glowing. You need to pick up as much crystal as you possibly can find. No, we missed that one. That's a big one, so we don't normally get that one. Now these ones here, these are great for getting water until you get your wetsuit. So it's good when you find a bunch of them, if you can, to try and get them, to try and get all of them. What I mean about finding crystal at night is it's easier because that they glow, they kind of stick out. I know a little bit how to play it, but not very much. No need to be rude, mate. It's not being rude, you just let me know that you already know how to play the game. Whoa, come on, get in there, get in there. Oh, we're not sure if we've had an update on this. I know we had an update, I think it was yesterday. Because what we found out with these was if you make them as water, you get filtered water, okay? And that is what we want. We want to turn these fish into filtered water until we get the suit, of course. And then when we get the suit, we haven't really got to worry about catching those types of fish. They're still good, they're still fun, but they're not. They don't become that important. So what we're looking at on the
readings from the Aurora exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the dark matter containment field.
Yeah.
Spikes in quantum fluctuations suggest an uncontrolled cascade detonation will occur with a probability of 83.5%.
Okay, so we're making glass, obviously, because like I said, the first thing we want is a new oxygen tank. Okay, and I actually want 2 oxygen tanks. I want to make 2 of those because they give us enough to breathe and do quite a lot of stuff in there. And we probably will do that in another thing, but I kind of don't like the experimental mode. I kind of like the survival mode, but we do have a fellow streamer that does do the experimental mode, and that is Gaza9422. You can get a link to him from my website, which is linked below. And you know, it's kind of one of those things that I like. I'm not really an experimental, creative kind of guy. And what have we got now? So now we've got 2 oxygen tanks, which gives us 105. And I always have the 2. I find it a lot better. And we've got water, and we've got titanium. So the thing that we've got to go and do next is on the equipment is the still suit, okay? And this is what I find is the quickest thing, and you know, we're going to be doing that first. We've got pipe there. We also need on tools. Don't need knife as such. We need the builder, which is a computer chip, so we'll be doing that. But the first thing, like I said, is to go and find a swimsuit, the still suit, and we need silver ore and silicon rubber. Okay, so that's what we're going to go and do first. But before we do that, because I know where we've got to sort of go, we're going to dump all of these, all except one, and we're going to put these safely.
Emergency. Readings from the Aurora show severe instability in the primary drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8.
This is good to watch.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And there we go. That's what you get. You kind of get a glitch there. You're underwater, and it's kind of funny, but you know, we're not too sure how deep this goes, but again, we're looking for certain bits and pieces. We're looking for some more crystal because we need rubber, and this time we will be picking up more salvage because we will need this later on. But primary objective is crystal and silver. Now I need 4 crystal. See, there's lots of stuff that's just exploded around here for us. And these tubes normally have some bits and pieces in that we need to do. Normally, not always. Now also what you want to try and do is you need to catch your food. They're fast little fuckers, they are. I want them bubble ones. Got enough of those ones. Oh, there we go, there's another crystal.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
These little nodes here that you see here, these are what you're looking for, and there is a whole section somewhere. I just got to remember where it is. Like I said, it's slightly changed this time. Go. 2 bits of copper there. Titanium again. Right, before we go in there, we're going to go in surface.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Right, so what do we get here? So we got titanium again. We got copper. And we need one of these, and we've got 2 quartz. So we can make the I think it's, well, we need some more quartz. Titanium. I'm not going to pick any more rubbish up because we've got really nowhere to store it. Now this time when we go out, we do need to try and catch food. That's good enough. Aha, we got to be careful of those because they are quite nasty. I'm not going to go in there. They're actually the better type of fish.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah. Right, so let's go and see if we can catch another one. Seems that. There we go. So we've got 2. That's what we need there. Yeah, there's nothing ever in here.
New creature discovered.
Right, so need that one. Oops. So again, this time we're going to explore for parts. So we're looking for the nodes. Found crystal there. Whoa, what's this? Darkness. Well, we know this gives us oxygen. There we go, we've got crystal. So I think it's definitely been updated since I last played this, and we only played this a couple of days ago.
Warning, 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. Emergency, 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, we are quite literally deep there. So now I've got the silicon rubber. It's just trying to find the silver. Definitely got this. Got a quartz there. Whoops, a daisy. Go towards the light. Not having an easy time finding silver this time. Titanium. Got another quartz. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our safety pod, and we're going to be ending the first episode here, because I only do 30 minutes on my episodes, because that's what my YouTube people prefer when they can't watch the live streams. The problem is, Butterlord, that if you have a colour that is light, I can't see it. Okay, so you've got to have sort of like red, green, blues. If you have like yellows and stuff like that, I won't be able to see your name, so it'd be a little bit difficult. So yeah, we will be back live streaming in around about 30 to 60 seconds, and we will be back on YouTube tomorrow. So basically all we're going to do is have fun, stay safe, and we'll see you on the bounce. Bye for now.